Hey guys, back for part two. If you didn't catch what I said at the end of the part one, it was kind of quick. John Morrison was walking backstage and like bumped into Skip Sheffield, and Sheffield was like, "You got something to say to me?" Or say it. Morrison as like he said supposed to intimidate me, and then Nexus surrounds him and they just beat the shit out of him and leave him like laying on the ground. So then it went to commercial, and back from commercial, Miz comes out to the ring and. He talks about what he did to R-Truth last week and costing him a spot in Money in the Bank. And he says he's going to do the same thing to every participant in the Money in the Bank ladder match, the Raw Money in the Bank ladder match, that is, this Sunday. Then an email comes in and says Miz will face R-Truth's replacement at Money in the Bank, and I called who it would be. I called it'd be Mark Henry, and sure enough it was. It's so stupid. I mean, really, you can't get like someone better than that to be in it, like Mark Henry. I mean, just like, so sure enough, it was that fat ass. And then Henry, basically the match starts and they go to the outside and Henry charges at Miz Miz moves out of the way and Henry just smacks his head on the Raw like GM podium, the steel part of it. And he's like down and out, and Miz grabs a trash barrel from the ringside and like dumps the trash on him and hits him with the trash barrel. It's pretty funny. So we go to commercial. It's like a more aggressive side of Miz, by the way, too. It's just I like, so it's good stuff. And sorry. And we go to commercial. Then back from commercial, Florence Henderson into the ring, and she announces there's an 8-on-8 tag match, and it's like Santino's team won. I don't even know. I mean, after the match, Khali kisses Florence Henderson, which is good, kind of funny, kind of weird too. But back from commercial, Money in the Bank card is run down. Punk is shown winning Money in the Bank last year, then cashing in on Jeff Hardy last summer to win the world title. And, Josh Matthews is interviewing Edge in the locker room backstage, and Edge is talking about he has a little voice in the back of his mind that keeps reminding him like that he has no morals and that he's the ultimate opportunist and that he's gonna win Money in the Bank and he's gonna cash it in and become champion once again, 10-time champion, and it's good stuff from Edge there, good promo, and then Evan Bourne is shown backstage with a trainer icing his neck. And Sheamus walks up and says, "Oh, that RKO didn't like hurt you, did it? It's because if it was me, it would have been worse." And then Nexus walks up and Sheamus says, "Oh, hey, here's Bourne's one of Cena's boys who helped him last week," and he was just like talking about it, bragging about it. And Sheamus walks off, and Justin Gabriel slaps Bourne in the back of the head, and then Barrett just takes Bourne was like on this like metal crate he was resting on, and Barrett just takes him and smashes his head against the back of it like repeatedly, and good stuff. I love these guys, are fucking awesome. They just kick anyone's ass who gets in their way, and so yeah, Bourne gets his ass kicked, and then they leave him. Sheamus walks back up and kneels down next to Bourne and says something to him. He's like, how'd that feel or whatever. And then Nexus comes back and Sheamus looks up and like Skip Sheffield fakes like going after Sheamus, and Sheamus runs away really fast, and he asks some like crew member or whatever like, where's Cena's locker room? It's good stuff. So Sheamus is like looking for Cena's locker room as we go to commercial, and then back from commercial, Nexus is in the ring, and out comes Cena. And so the match lasted like probably 7-8 minutes. It was decent. I thought Cena was going to win. Unfortunately, didn't. Or fortunately, he didn't, thank God. Nexus won after like Sheffield hit a humongous clothesline on Cena. Just almost took his head off. Then Otunga came in and did that finisher, chokeslam, like bomb finisher of his. And then Justin Gabriel got tagged in and hit the 450 splash for the 3 count on Cena, so that was good stuff. And after the ring, like Barrett, they clear the ref out of the ring, and Barrett says this is personal, and he picks Cena up, and Cena punches him, scrambles out of the ring, comes back with a steel chair, and like nails Heath Slater in the back on the outside of the chair, then runs in the ring. It's like like, come on, come get some, like the typical faggot shit he does. And Cena was actually busted open too, which is surprising. I'm surprised no one came out to like wipe it off with like a minute left in the show. But he was like bleeding. It looked like just above the nose, like right here or something. And it was like streaming all down his nose and shit. Like, it was good to see that again. Then Sheamus came out with a chair and like started swinging at Nexus with Cena, which is surprising. And so like Raw, they didn't really hit anyone else. Nexus kind of just retreated, and then Raw goes off the air with Sheamus and Cena in the ring with like steel chairs and Cena like bleeding, and that's how Raw ended. So overall, like I said, it was pretty good Raw. Maybe not as good as last week's, but I thought it was pretty decent this week. I love this Nexus shit. They just keep beeping the shit out of anyone they want. It's good stuff. And hopefully Darren Young will be back next week, so it'll be the 7 again. And weren't really any tips tonight on who the GM was. No more like, the crowd was chanting what, like every time Cole was reading an email. Like, what? Stone Cold, what's, obviously. So, it was good stuff. I love the best part of the night to me was the handicap match is good, but since Cena, of course, got the upper hand at the end, I didn't enjoy it as much. But the Orton Edge match was by far the best part of the night, best part of Raw. Really good match for Raw, and then that RKO was the best thing I've seen on Raw. That was just amazing, unbelievable. If you haven't seen it, you gotta watch a clip of it, or just watch a repeat of Raw somehow, because you'll be like, holy shit. So that was good stuff by RKO right there, Randy. But that's pretty much it. So Money in the Bank card is pretty much full. It's looking like a actually really good pay-per-view. So actually, let's get the little time left in this. Let's get the rundown of the so the pay-per-view is going to be the matches are Kelly versus Layla for the women's title, Alicia Fox versus Eve for the Divas Championship, Unified Tag Team Championship match, the Hart Dynasty defending against the Usos, SmackDown Money in the Bank ladder match, which is Cody Rhodes, Big Show, Kane, Christian, Dolph Ziggler, Drew McIntyre, and Kofi Kingston. And then the Raw Money in the Bank ladder match is Miz, Ted DiBiase, Randy Orton, Edge, Chris Jericho, Mark Henry, fuck is in it? Oh, sorry guys, I'm a fucking idiot. Right. Oh my god. So, and Evan Bourne and John Morrison. And then the World Championship, World Heavyweight Championship match, Rey Mysterio, Jack Swagger. And then the WWE Championship Steel Cage match between Sheamus and John Cena. So, it should be a really good pay-per-view. I'm looking forward to it. And I'll be back to do my SmackDown, like, preview and review Friday night, if I can. So, alright guys, have a good night. Take it easy. Peace.